be live now. I hit the button, so theoretically that should be the case. Okay, awesome. So welcome everyone to this stream. To answer some of the questions in chat that I already answered, the stream will be available later. Some people have been asking me like, oh, I go to your YouTube channel and I don't see your streams immediately. So the reason for that is they were kind of cluttering the stream, I felt, or the main channel. I felt like I wanted to have like my videos here and that was it. So now if you go down here to Junko's live streams, I have all of the old streams that I've done cataloged here. So you can go through this. It's just a little playlist, but they're unlisted, so they're still available to view. They're just not, they don't show up on the main channel, is how it works. So that's what will happen to this stream as well. Currently it is a public stream so that everyone can see it and everything, obviously, but then once it's done, I will be unlisting it, and it's already in the playlist, so it will be there. Cool. So, what are we doing today, folks? Today what we're doing is we're working on the Idolmaster Dearly Stars, and we're going to be hacking this game. You've translated the Idolmaster SP and One for All. Oh yeah, no, if you gotta cook dinner for your family, man, you gotta cook dinner for your family. That's priority for sure. That's super cool that you've translated some other games though. That's awesome. Yeah, I just got this by request. I had some people come in and ask me if they wanted to if I wanted to try hacking this game to see what's up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a shot. So a couple of caveats out the gate though. So the first thing is that Idolmasters Dearly Stars, or I don't know why I typed Idolmaster, so I was that in my search history. Odd. So Idolmaster Dearly Stars is a DS game, but it is DSi enhanced, is my understanding. And so what does that mean for our purposes? So here is my dumped copy of the ROM. If we boot it up, you can see that it has its Japanese text and all that kind of stuff. We're good to go. About a BBQ file and the character limit. Okay, interesting. So I guess we're gonna look at a barbecue file today. So that's on our list of things we're doing. So I'm gonna turn this volume down a little bit. So anyway, so yeah, here's Dearly Stars, yada yada yada. Should be interesting to take a look at, but yeah, so we've got all of this kind of stuff here. These are probably graphics. We got text up here, maybe also graphics, who knows. The important thing is that this game has, as I mentioned, DSi enhanced features. And so if you're not familiar with what that means, so a DSi enhanced game is, okay, background, I guess. Let's start at the beginning. So the Nintendo DS was the first handheld console that Nintendo released in the DS family, right? But there was also like the DS Lite, which is just a DS in different casing. Eventually, they released this thing called the DSi, which had a camera and some other special fancy features. DSi enhanced games are different than regular DS games in that they have extra code for the I portion. So specifically, they'll have like an extended header, and they have this what's called ARM9I and ARM7I code, as opposed to just the regular ARM9 and ARM7 binaries. They also have the I portions. So it's an extended part of the ROM, basically. So the biggest difference, though, is that DSi games and DSi enhanced games are heavily encrypted, like wildly so, actually. And it's at the current state of hacking DSi games means that I did a whole bunch of work recently on NitroPacker to get it so that we could, when we unpack DSi games, we have 2 accessories and 1 outfit as QR codes. Got it. So what I'm going to say is in a second here is hopefully those things aren't too important to people because when you unpack and repack a ROM, a DSi ROM, and you make any changes to it at all, it no longer works in DSi mode, as best I can tell. I could be slightly wrong on that. There might be other ways of going about it and trying to get it to work. If anyone has ideas for me, I would love to hear them. But the basics of it is that the header of a DSi enhanced ROM contains a whole bunch of hashes that hash the entire contents of the ROM. So if you make any changes throughout the entire ROM, you end up changing that hash, and that means that it no longer matches, like the signature no longer matches what the Nintendo signed signature would match. And so in DSi mode, it fails to run. In DS mode, it continues to run fine. So it's different than DSi where with DSi, as far as I know, there's just like no way to modify those things. Yeah, exactly. I think that's fine. And also we could probably introduce like special hacks ourselves to like replicate some of that functionality, right? Like, well, not the DSi stuff specifically, but like you could add something that adds that outfit in with like a cheat code or something like that, or accessory or whatever, you know. You could absolutely get that kind of stuff added into the game anyway, if that's all it is. If it's just using the camera to scan a QR code, feel like we can make that happen anyway. But that's what I was gonna say, is that for like the DSi mode stuff, it is possible to edit the header, but the problem is the header is has a signature that requires the Nintendo private signing key that is not been leaked or anything, or broken or whatever. And I'm not an expert in cryptography. I'm not going to be the one to crack the Nintendo signing key or whatever. So hello. So that's the gist there in terms of what is happening in terms of like how unpacking a DSi ROM works. But to kind of like demonstrate some of that, and let's just hope this works. We're gonna do NDS hacking games idle master. So like I said, I have the game dumped already, but we're gonna unpack it now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use NitroPacker to do that. So here's NitroPacker. We're gonna unpack, and we're not gonna do that one. We're gonna do this game here, and we're gonna put it into unpack. And project, we'll just call this idle master for now. And so this should unpack the whole game. Yep. Oops. Didn't mean to open that. Sorry, folks. Okay. So yeah, we have it unpacked now. So you can see here we have the ARM7, ARM7i, ARM9, ARM9i. We have the banner. And then these are like these digest block sector and like the digest block hash table, digest sector hash table, and this Twilight header bin. All of these things are things that we would need to change and re-sign in order to get it to work, and we just don't have that signing key. Yeah, it is kind of a shame, but you know, I mean, that's kind of the state of the meta at the moment. It's unfortunate, but you know, that's what we got to deal with. So, but that's what we're doing. So. Yeah, so we've got a lot of files in here. So I was told BBQ files was what was interesting potentially. So we have utility.bin, MB, we have stage, and we have story. That's a SURL. So this is a download play type thing, I think. This is another ROM within the ROM. So I'm assuming there's some DS download play stuff. And then this is just a standard SDAT, and then all of these are bin IDXs. I'm assuming that if we're working on the BBQ stuff, hello. I'm assuming if the BBQ thing is a thing, that there's already been some tooling done to figure out these IDX bins, but it's like an index bin file. It shouldn't be super hard to crack an archive like this. Interesting. So this voice one has like one file in it, basically, it looks like. Interesting. But the one we would want is probably this scene one, I'm guessing. That's what people are interested in, I would assume. If anyone wants to, in the Discord or whatever, um, or wherever they want to, if anyone wants to send me if there's some existing tooling, actually I can just search, right? Let's just see. Idle master dearly. IDX to des. Yeah. Okay. So this is, yeah, extracts the bin files. Okay, cool. So, and it's written in C#. We can just copy this motherfucker. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, that uses Perl. Fascinating. Okay. Interesting. Why did they do that? Whatever. Doesn't matter. That's how they decided to do it. That's how they decided to do it. Huh. Where's their profile then? Oh, here's their Perl. Main PLX. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fascinating. I've not seen anyone write anything in Perl in a long time. Yeah, they're inside the bin IDXs. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, like, let's just take this and replicate it for now. I want to get started with having some consistent tooling here, so I'm just gonna get started on this. And we're gonna replicate this file here. So let's make a new solution here. We're gonna call this yeah, I mean, they're from the 2010s, but, like, you know, people use GitHub then, I think. Did they? I don't know. Probably. Okay. We're gonna call this idlemaster utility, translation utility, idlemaster translation utility. And it's a NetAO project. We're not using, yep, okay, cool. Create. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot to rename the, oh, well, whatever, we can do that now. This is gonna be idlemaster. We're gonna rename this one to, so the utility is the name of the solution, but we have different projects within the solution. So we're gonna rename this one to CLI. So that's good, and this we'll also rename this to CLI, and we should fix up its namespace real quick. Yeah, CLI. Okay. No, I haven't. Let me take a look at that. TL Wiki, you say? Did I read that wrong? TL Wiki? TL Wiki? idlemaster. Ah, cool. See that? Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, these are just patches. I don't, is this tooling? These look like just patches. Yeah, link me to it in the, yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know if YouTube will let you do that, is the only thing. But do your best, and if you manage to get something through, I will take a look. Oh, this is the SP translation. Oh, these are both SP translations I see for the PSP. I get it. Okay. Dearly stars. That's the Dearly Stars, or the Idolmaster wiki, rather, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm confused for sure. Yeah, I'm looking at something different. Okay, but this is the right thing. I know. I'm gonna start with this. If you can link me to a tool that helps me out, awesome. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get started here. So the next thing we're doing is we're making a library, as always. So we make a little idlemaster translation lib. Perfect. Oops, I made that a CLI project and I didn't want to do that. Okay. Class library. There we go. Okay, perfect. That's better. And so we're going to delete that class. And then in program.cs, okay, so here we are going to do, yes, yeah, you spaced it apart. I don't see it. I think YouTube is lying to you. Unfortunately. If you can tell me, like, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. You can also, like, I mean, I'm not, you don't have to go join our Discord or anything, but if you would like to, you can go join. There's a, I'll show you. If you go to haruhi.club, we have a Discord link right here, and right here for our Discord server. And if you drop in there and you want to drop a tool, that might be easier. Yeah, YouTube might just delete the comments, unfortunately. That is kind of how YouTube works with links, unfortunately. I mean, like, I get it because, like, there's a lot of spam links and stuff, but still, it's annoying that you can't link things unless you, like, I can't even, like, as far as I know, I can't even give you permission to post a link or something like that, which is very strange to me. I don't really know how to, maybe I can, but I don't know how to do it. Okay. So let's get started here. So we've got this, and we're going to do mono.options, of course, because we're just building our little tool out here. And then the first class we're going to make is an unpack archive command, which will inherit command. And then we just make a little thingy for it, base unpack, and then options equals new, and then we do our options. So you, or rather, I think, so these all have the same name, right? Yeah, so we just need to have it give us the IDX. I input IDX file path, and then we just have up here, we have private string IDX path, and then we do IDX path. So that's the first thing we can do. I do have a GBA temp link. We'll send it on the Discord. Okay. That would be awesome. Yeah, if you don't mind, I will have it pulled up from there. Thank you so much. So, okay. Awesome. And then, yeah, O output directory to unpack to. And then we just do the same thing here. Output dir. And we have O output dir equals O. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, no, this is a fine place to send links. I don't care. You can send it in general. That's totally good with me. Okay. Let's check it out then. So we've got this going on here. Okay. Okay. The file's been deleted. Okay, so it's LZ10 compressed. Sure, that's fine. We can handle that. The limitation of characters per line. Sometimes when the text in a BBQ is edited, it causes the lines to be thrown off and become incomprehensible. Okay. Okay. All right, interesting. Okay, well, let's figure this out. So yeah, let's start. Hello, Mr. Taki. Okay, so let's start figuring this out here. So I'm gonna have two of these files open here. We're gonna take a look. So we got IDX, we got bin. Oh yeah, I see some BBQs. This is the first BBQ, I guess. That's fun. And this little 2e here is interesting. Oh yeah, here I see it's compressed. Yeah, it's LZ10 compressed. You can see the 10 right here. Mad Edit, Crystal Tile 2, Tinka, DS Buff, DS Decomp, and the GitHub you told me about. Okay. Yeah. So we don't need Tinka. We have Nitro Packer for it. We've already unpacked it. So we're good to go on that. And we can repack it with Tinka. That's great. Mad Edit, I'm not familiar with. Crystal Tile 2, I'm using Imhex instead. Doesn't really matter. Same stuff. DS Buff, I've heard of, but I don't really know what it does. DSD Comp, we don't need because we're going to write our own library. Or not write our own library. We're going to use an off-the-shelf library that can do it. Oh yeah, DSD Comp, I wasn't searching for that. I was searching for DS Buff. It's a... Oh, you can trim DLDI unpack. Oh yeah, we don't care about that. That doesn't matter. That will be fine. And then Mad Edit. Mad Edit is interesting. I've not heard of that one. Let's find out what that does. It is... Oh, it's just a hex editor. Oh, okay. Well, that's not a big deal. Yeah, we're using Imhex instead of Mad Edit. That's not a big deal. But neat. Okay, cool. All good stuff. And then, yeah, the GitHub you mentioned. Okay. So, okay, sorry. Let's continue on here. So this is a header here. We got EZP, and then we got some numbers here, and it looks like our first file starts at OX20. And I don't see an OX20 up here, so it probably is just a static header length. But my guess is that there will be an OX20 in here somewhere. Yeah, EZT, EZP. This is probably some sort of like versioning or something like that, like some sort of magic. And then in here, I'm guessing we have, at some point, we got to have a 2.0, right? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, wow, all the way down there. That's surprising. Huh. Interesting. Well, we're going to look at the... Yeah, sure. I mean, like, I think that's probably like a product of its time for sure. Yeah, this is Shift.js compatible. We can import custom encoding and do Shift.js right here. There we go. We got Shift.js now. So yeah, if we look in here, you can see we have Shift.js, and we can like just scroll down. I scrolled down too far, and it hasn't loaded all of the Shift.js, and yeah, but certainly, like, if there's text in here somewhere, we'll find it. It looks like it's all compressed right now and stuff, so we're not going to see a ton of interesting stuff. And also, there's not a lot of text here. But definitely, like, this is Shift.js compatible, so we'll see when there is text, we will see it. Okay. Oh, we got some excited people in chat about this. Nice. That's good to see. Yeah, okay. Let me look at this one too. See real quick. Oh, that's a nifter. Yeah, so let's look at these BBQs. I think the BBQs are the thing. Right, that's what I'm telling me. So, okay. So let's see what we can figure out. Okay. Yeah, for sure. We can figure that out. I mean, we can try at least. I have no guarantees, but we can give it a shot. Okay. So, let's take a look at this code that this person wrote. So they are doing this. Okay. So we have, yeah, here's the index file, the bin file. And I don't know. Yeah, we got 17 concurrent viewers right now, Millie. This is wildin'. We're really going for it today. Idolmaster is popping off, I guess. Okay. So, all right, we've got, yeah, so seek file bin to hex C. So this is, hex C is where the interesting stuff happens. The magic happens, I guess, right here. And that must be file length, I'm guessing. Is that what that's going to be? File name base adder. get C file bin. Okay, so theoretically 58CCOD Ah, yeah, here's the file names. Okay, cool. Well, that's easy. Surprisingly easy. So these are all the file names. So we have a file name table there at hex C. And then they do. Oh, is that the so at this address 58cc0d? No, that's just the file name. Okay, so interesting. What are they? Oh, are they doing this by byte or something like that? Oh yeah, no. This is get C is get char. So yeah, they're actually like this is just making an integer. Wow, that's sad. Okay, that's how you got to do it. And then this is the IDX file. This is the file count at hex C. There, it looks like that's the file count. So there's 4F4 files in this bin. Okay, cool. So now we know some stuff. All right, let's get started. We can start coding here. So let's do public override invoke return 0 options.parse arguments. Okay, so let's start marking these. So these are gonna be called bin archive. That's our class. Hell yeah, everyone join Haruhi. I agree, 100%. Y'all should join Haruhi. Okay. Oh, perfect. Let's see. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Okay, let me take a look at this. This is great. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, so we got a script editor. Oh, packs. Oh, is this all in C#? Hell yeah. Oh, but they wrote it in Python. Lamau. Okay. Pack. Oh, they have an XML file for handling it. Okay. Sure. I guess. Interesting. Yeah, so they wrote this portion in Python. Kind of. What is this? Pack exporter.py. I see. Oh, here's their py. Okay. So they wrote this. So yeah, this looks like it's the same as the Perl probably. Yeah, decompresses some bytes and stuff. Okay. 2int, sure. Okay. So they have the EZT file and the EZP file. Oh, EZT. Oh no, that doesn't make any sense. Why would EZT be pointers and EZP be data? Interesting. Whatever. Hell yeah. I love that +1 thumb. That's a beautiful emote. That's great. Okay. Yeah, so I mean like this is fine. Okay, so magic const file ID header size EZT. Okay, so this is the EZT stuff. So in the EZT we have magic const and then they said file ID here. And then this one is header size, apparently, +6. I guess that makes sense. Like, so this is... No, that doesn't make any sense, actually. I don't understand that. But whatever. Okay. So it's this +6 is the header size. So if I go 1/6 + 6 is... do math in my head. 1/6 is 22 + 6 is 28, which is oh my god, I can't do math, guys. It's not my skill. 1C. Okay, cool. Yeah, EZT is the bin and EZP. Actually, it's the other way around. EZT is the IDX and EZP is the bin. But regardless, it's the same idea. Yeah, I think it's a thumb, right? Oh yeah, it kind of looks like those things Americans wear at sports. Yeah, I can see that. I get ya. Okay. Oh, really? If I mouse over this, it will say it's a finger. It doesn't work for me. But I guess I'm not on youtube.com. Okay. So yeah, let's start. I think the Python is actually definitely better than the Perl that I found, at least. But we're going to keep them both open just for reference. Let's see what this screenshot's of. Oh, it actually looks pretty good. It's not terrible. Could use more font hack probably, but it looks pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Okay, cool. So let's take a look here. Awesome. So let's get started. So we have public. So we got two files that we're representing here. So this is going to be, we're actually going to rename these because we're going to use their magic. So we've got EasyP archive and EasyT index. We're going to have two different files to represent the two different files. That makes sense. Or two different classes to represent two different files, rather. It reads the size from 2 bytes, but they're actually 3 bytes followed by the compression flag. Okay, so there's a size in the program then. Okay, size. Header size, 2 bytes plus 6. Oh, is that the issue is in this decompress LZ10? Yeah, I don't care about that. We're not going to use that, so don't worry about it. We're going to use something. I'm not writing my own LZ10 compression thing on the fly here. We're going to use something that someone else has written, so it's all good. In fact, let's just add that dependency right now. It's called AuroraLib. It's quite good. AuroraLib compression. It's a very good little library. I'm happy to use it always. Okay. So EasyT index. So let's start with that one. So we have our magic, which is EasyT. So public const magic equals EasyT. Public const string magic. Oh my god, learn how to program. Fake nerd. All right, and then this apparently, it said it was like a constant integer in all the files, I think is what it said. Yeah, const EasyT. And in the EasyP, it's also const EasyP. Okay, so const public const, we'll make it an int, or unit. I mean, like, I don't know. I could probably write a decompressor for LZ10, but I just don't want to, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to, like, go read the LZ10 spec, and then I could write it, but, like, I'm not going to do that. Okay. So EasyT const is going to be OX7D97E. Okay, OX7D9070E is our const for EasyT. And then the next ones are, we have the file ID, which is a short. Okay, so now we have public short file ID get set, and public short header size, public short header size. Okay. And then we have the stuff where it starts to differ, but this is EasyT that we're working on first. So this is the number of files. So we have, oh, they read it as a short. Huh. How would they do that? I guess I can trust them that it's a short for now. Okay, so number of files. It looks like an integer to me, is all I'm saying. It looks like an integer. I don't know. It taught us very basic and stupid stuff. This kind of looks like magic. You know, I mean, I've been programming. I'm realizing today, like, I learned C# when I was like 14, 15. So I've been programming I turned 30 in like 15 days. So I've been programming for over half my life. You do stuff a lot, and or you do something a lot, and you get good at it. Like I'm not saying I'm not good at this. Like I am good at it, but like it's practice, right? Like you just gotta put time in, and you gotta, like, there's a lot of learning, obviously. Like you gotta like take a lot of time to learn how a lot of this stuff works. Um, but like uh it's not surprising that some of this looks like magic if you haven't coded for a long time. But also, like, it doesn't take, like, I've got 15 years that makes it like I can do a lot of this by the like the back of my hand. But like, you can also, like, it doesn't take super long to get to the point where you can figure out how to do some of this stuff, right? Like, and so I think that, like, takes time, but it's worth it. You should give it a shot for sure. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if that's inspirational or whatever, but I wasn't really trying to be, just trying to explain how I can do this stuff. We got header size, and then I guess this is just where the header, or this just starts. Or was that header size? Is that what that said? Yeah, header size. CT. So this is the header. Oh no, this is num files. Oops. The thing before it was header size. This is num files. Okay. Public short num files get set. Well, maybe. I don't know. I think I think that, like, coding is it's something that's not, it's not like easy for everyone. I'm not saying that, but it is I do genuinely believe that it's something that, like, more people can learn than think they can learn it, if that makes sense. Hell yeah, I did inspire you to quit programming and find a new career. That's true, actually. I'm really glad I did that for you. You seem happier, so I'm glad for you. Um, okay, and then this is one, yeah, so we decided this is actually 1C is what this comes out to be. So it actually starts here, is where the header goes through. Yeah, looking through game files is kind of complex. Like, that's not even something they teach you in school, right? Like, this is beyond a lot of stuff. But, like, I mean, it's still just patterns. It's just like learning to recognize different kinds of things. Like, I look at this and I can say, oh yeah, look, that, like, here's the beginning of the file. We got BBQ. That's clearly file magic, right? We know it's called a BBQ file. So BBQ1, that's the file magic. And then you go back a couple of bytes to, like, the start here, and you see this 10 9C 0F, and you're like, oh, that's LZ10. Like, that's what LZ10 compression looks like, is you have the actual start of the file 8 bytes in or so, or however many, 6 bytes in, I guess, whatever. You have the actual file starting here, and then you have, like, this compression header here, and then, yeah, I don't know. You get used to it. Oh, don't worry, man. We're all in the same boat. Not all of us, I guess. Some countries probably are doing fine. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm not thinking my country's future looks particularly rosy either. So, yeah, we'll see. Gotta do what we can, though, I guess. Gotta do what we can. Okay. So let's keep going. So we're gonna do a constructor for this. Oops, not opening Zalo right now, that's for sure. And we're just gonna have it take in some bytes of data, and we're gonna start checking some things. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do encoding .ascii get string data. Oh no, I can do it this way. Okay, cool. Data 0 3. Excellent. We'll do it that way. And then we can actually just do it this way. We can actually do if that is not equal to magic, then we have a return guard here, and we say return, Or we actually can just throw, I guess, because it's just a CLI. No, it's not throw. We might have other people use this library and other things. So we'll just say, no, let's throw. Let's throw. That's the appropriate thing to do here. New invalid data exception. File magic is not valid EZT file. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, you know, I look forward to, I've always wanted to live abroad. So, you know, I am willing to take that experience and run with it, you know. I'm looking forward to it, actually. I like living in places with more public transit, more walkability, all that kind of stuff. So that's the main reason I want to move there, actually, is that aspect of it. And okay, so we have header size EZP, header size EZT, compiles. Okay, so file magic is not valid EZT file, and then we have the const. So then the next thing is if, and we're gonna use binary primitives. I guess we could use for this. Read in 32 little endian. Yeah, that probably works. Sure. Yeah, why not? Or I guess is that a uint? I made it a uint. Read uint 32 little endian. Actually, I don't know that I like that. I'm going to do bit converter still, even though it's a little slower, I think. I'm still going to do bit converter. To uint 32. And then we can do data, and we can just do the index, which is 4. Not equal to EZT const, throw new invalid data exception. File EZT const does not match red value, or something like that. Okay, cool. A Ruby base? Hell yeah. Oh, thanks, Millie. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, no, it's so convenient. That's the big thing. Is like it's just so convenient. Like all of the trains, the transit, like getting around is so easy. There's so much to do. I love big cities. That's my whole thing. I love big cities, and so I think it's like kind of perfect for me in a lot of ways that way. And like I'm not. The thing is like obviously I like anime. Obviously I like games and stuff. That's not why I'm moving there, right? Like I don't have. I think the typical like Japan haze as to what it's going to be like. I've also spent like 3 months there this year. I think I have like somewhat of an idea of how it's going to play out for me. Hi, Quaid. Yeah, actually, I will have a house party, and everyone is invited. That's true. Not a lot of us drink, as far as I know. But we don't need to get drunk to have fun. We're just really fun people. We'll just play Chokuretsu. We'll all speed run Chokuretsu together. That will be our house party. I completely agree. I love how dedicated people get to stuff like this. I think it's fantastic. Okay, header size. So that is those things. And then the last thing is num files is that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So now we've set those things, and then it wants us to seek to the header size, the end of the header size. Okay, so it actually said it was +6, right? Header size, yeah, is this +6. So we'll do that. Are you kidding me? I have to fucking cast this thing. Ugh. Can I just call it S? Is that a thing I can do? No, it's not a thing I can do. Okay. Oh my god, the edition itself. C sharp, come on, you're embarrassing me. Okay, whatever. Oh right, it's not a short. Just rip. Okay. Um. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. So now we've got that sorted. And people are having a good time chatting. Love to see it. Okay. So then we're gonna seek here to the EZT header size and oh man, are these the same thing actually? It looks like they go back and forth between them, don't they? Oh, okay. We're gonna actually have to rethink this a little bit. That's okay. We're just going to do that then. We're going to treat this all as one EZP archive. We're going to take what we've written so far and we're going to move it into the EZP archive class. And that's fine. EZP archive. We're going to have byte header data and byte bin data. We're actually going to name this data real quick and then just rename it header data so that we'll call it IDX data to be clearer. And then we're going to delete our index file. Okay, cool. So this is EZT header size now. And then we'll also have in here, this is the EZP magic, or EZT magic rather. And then we can have public const string EZP magic is EZP, yep. And then is the EZT const or EZP const also different? No, they're the same. Okay. Const int. Oh, that's super interesting actually. Like the club activities being particularly grading is actually really fascinating. I uh I actually I feel like I have not entirely dissimilar feelings to my own college experience, which was here, not in Japan. But I would love to talk to you more about that sometime and like hear what your experience was. Because I'm sure it does differ. I'm not saying it's like exactly the same or anything. It just was interesting to hear that. Okay. So that is our IDX data. So we're good. Okay. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to parse our bin data. I don't get me wrong. I loved my clubs. I just I kind of feel like I had similar, especially towards the end of college. I had sort of similar vibes. The clubs were the things that got me through college. Don't get me wrong. Like I loved my clubs. But yeah, it was definitely like I can kind of see that being a thing for sure. I think I had like maybe more unique situation. I had like some falling outs and stuff, so that was a whole thing too. But okay. So actually let's do all of the magic checks up front, I think. So if not encoding ASCII get string bin data 0 3. Oops, did I just do something weird? Okay, whatever. Dot equals EZP magic. Yeah, exactly. There we go. And then we can do this comparison at the same time. Oops. Bin data constant. Let me just say EZP const does not match read value. It's probably better. Interesting. I would love to know more what you mean by rigidity. I think that's like a really interesting uh thing there. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. That could I could definitely see that being a thing. Like maybe it's like replicating sort of uh, um oh, I mean if you want to join me in VC, that's totally fine. I have no problem with that. But by no means feel obligated to either. I'm totally vibing. And I'm just gonna get these things unpacked here in a sec. Um, oh, that's super interesting. I don't know. That's really, really interesting, Quaid. Um, I had not considered that, but like, I wonder if it's like reflective of sort of like workplace culture to some extent. Like, there's like a replication there. I don't know. Interesting. Or maybe it was just like your specific club. I have no idea. I shouldn't probably. Um. Oh, sorry. No, not you, Quaid. There was someone else who asked if they wanted to join VC. Sorry, I didn't mean to um uh imply that. This game is Idol Masters Dearly Stars. I don't know anything about it. Other people in chat can tell you what it is. I don't really know anything about it. I'm just here to figure out how it works. Okay. Uh, okay, so then we do okay, so file ID is that. And then we can check and see the file IDs should match, right? They match between these two. Yeah, they do. Okay. If not if file ID not equal to bit converter dot to in 16 bin data OXO 8 EZT and EZP file IDs do not match. Okay. Okay. Header size, EZP, name offset is the last thing. Okay. So let me do EZP, public short EZP, header size, get set, public, int equals it convert that to probably the same thing where I need to like short it here. Cast it. I mean bit converter dot to 16. Yeah, sure. Bin data OXOA plus 6. Sure. Okay. Okay. So we got file ID, EZP, header size, EZP, and then name offset is the last thing. So name offset 2 int 6, 2 int 32, bin data OXOC. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So now we have two offsets, and now we're gonna split the pack in subfiles. Okay. Cool. So now we can actually do the unpacking. So this is where we have to make another class to represent these files. So each file has offset, length, compression flag, name, rel offset. Oh, so I see what you're saying. So it's actually a 24-bit integer with a compression flag. I see what's going on here. Okay, that's the error. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, let's see. So let's do this. Okay. So we have our EZP file now. So we'll call this EZP file. And it's going to have, what does it actually need? It needs to have a compression flag, I guess, just to mark whether it's compressed or not. Compression flag, I guess. And then it needs to have a name. And it needs to have... Oh, yeah, by the way, let's actually make sure one thing real quick. If I do this and I want to pack it, unpack idlemaster.json, repack.nds. Does this work? Is the question I have. Computer's taken off. Okay. Here's repack.nds. Does it load still? Yep, it does. Okay, so it repacks fine. So at least that's not an issue. We're good to go. Okay. Jonko, you need to give Endavio perms. Okay, yes. Can do. Thank you for calling me out in the chat. It's not Millie's stage. I have a Jonko stream hangout area. I'm gonna give you perms, Endavio. Thank you for calling me out in chat, folks. I'm clearly not paying attention. Okay. Endavio, here you are. Done. You should be able to see the channel now and join it. I'm gonna go get a drink of water real quick. So I'm gonna send it to be right back real fast, and you can join, and I will be away from my computers, but I'll be able to hear you. So, be right back. Yes, there you are. Excellent. Okay, we can all see you now. You're at the bottom of the screen. Excellent. So welcome. This is Endavio. Endavio has apparently worked on this game before, and has some familiarity with these files. So they're here to join us. Welcome. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, it sounds like you're a little quiet. Let me see if I can boost you a little bit. Actually, I'll boost you on Discord, I think is the way to do that. Can you try talking again real quick?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's better.
Hear me?
Yeah, you sound better to me at least, so I'm going to assume that's fine. Excellent. Okay. Awesome. Well, welcome in. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so I'm just working on unpacking these archives right now. We've already tested to see that repacking the game is fine. So let's just get these archives unpacked. They're pretty much almost done. I just need to have... So I have... the files have a name and a compression flag so far, and then they have data, obviously, is the last thing that the files have. So public byte data get set. Cool.
Hello, everyone. Yes.
Yes, welcome. Yeah, if you don't mind...
I can confirm everything.
Oh, what, sorry?
Here.
What was that, sorry?
So far, I can confirm everything in the program here.
Perfect. Okay, excellent.
So the offset, the length, everything.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm on the right track. That is... Hey, grazie, ragazzi, says Amelia. Thank you, Millie. I can't speak any Italian. I apologize for my pronunciation. I actually made one of my Italian friends cringe when I spoke some Italian in one of my panels. She was like, she did not like how I pronounced some of the words, I guess. But okay. So basically now we have our...
Just so happens that...
Oh, go ahead.
Just so happens that me and at least another person here is Italian, so...
Yeah, no, there's a lot of Italians in our server, dude. We have a huge, like, Italian population in Haruhi. Kind of cool. I don't know what that's about, but I like it.
Yeah.
Files, and we're gonna do that. Okay. So then, I guess we can just do this. Let's then num files, sure. And then we can just add every file to the archive. That sounds reasonable to me. So it looks like the way they do it, let me head back to this thing. Yeah, Italians love translating video games. It's their main hobby. Italians are cracked with it, man. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we got offset length, flag compression, which you said this is wrong, so I can fix that. Offset length, flag compression, name rel offset. Sure. Seek to that file, get the data with the length or whatever. Okay, cool. So this is the information from EZT. So basically, if I look in here, I should see at 1C we have the first thing is offset, and then no, that doesn't look quite right. Okay, wait. So header size EZT, we read 2, so that's 1.6. We add 6, that's 1C. So it's 1C right here. And then offset is read from there, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be 16 here. That would be 10. And then it says that the length is 2. So it's 0, which is odd. And then there's no compression. So you said it's actually 3 bytes and then a compression flag. So either way, it's 0 length, which is odd.
Yes.
And then the name rel offset is another 16. So if we go to the name table here, OX58CCOD, theoretically the name would be jump.bbq, theoretically, if I'm reading this correctly. But it's a 0 length file.
.bbq is an empty file, yes.
It's an empty file! Yeah. Awesome! We cracked the code, folks.
Yes, there are some files that are empty. We don't know why.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Well, great. If that's how it is, that's how it is. Let's do this then. Let's get cracking. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got we'll just, I guess we can just make in here, we can make this just a constructor, I guess. Yeah, we can just do compression. So we can just do bool, or we'll do string name byte data, and or actually we can, no, yeah, we'll do byte data, and then we'll do just a bool compressed, and we'll do this for our classes. Okay, and then that way we can do this. So now we have here, so we're gonna seek to this position, which is I guess that's okay. So this is these entries then are all 4, 2, 2, 4. So that's 8, 12. They're all 12 bytes. It looks like each entry is 12 bytes. So we could loop through this in a predictable pattern. Then we don't have to do anything special. So what we do here is we say int offset equals bit converter dot to int 32 bin data or no, actually, sorry, this is IDX data, isn't it? IDX data EZT header size plus I times OXOC. And actually what we can do here is we can do a little bit of an easier thing. Int IDX offset equals this, and then we can just do everything based on the IDX offset. So IDX offset is that, and then to make this clear, we'll name this file offset. And then from here, we can do, the next one would be the length. So int file length equals bit converter dot to int 16. Oh no, you said it's an int 32 with the compression flag. So what's the best way to do that? The best way to do that is, so basically, if I look at one of these other ones, right, that has that. So this is an uncompressed file then, I'm guessing. This is an empty file. 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 This is also an empty file.
Yeah,
There's a lot of empty files. uh, so
folder.
yeah. Okay, so I guess I
Yes,
can
all empty until file 66.
file 66. Okay, so I would have been going there a long ways. Okay. Okay, so wow. Okay, so basically, oh, I see. So this is what it looks like. That 1-0 indicates that it's compressed. Is that how that works? That 1-0 is the compression flag, indicating that it's LZ10
Yes.
compressed, presumably. Okay, cool, easy enough. Okay, so then the way to do this then is we just have to do a 2 int 32 on the IDX data, IDX offset plus 4, and then we do we want to do 1 second. We want to do 10000000. That is why am I doing that? That's fine. We know what that is. It's just FF. That. So we want to do and actually it's not even no, whatever. It's fine. We'll do one less F. And oh, it's oh wait, I messed up. That's not what it is. It is actually FF. It's this one. It's that. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Because that way we know that 1-0 is the next one. Actually, no, we can make it even simpler. It's just these. It's these 3 bytes. Okay, cool. We got it. So then our compression flag then is just this bool compressed equals bit converter dot 2. Oh no, we don't even need a bit converter for this. This is just IDX data, IDX offset plus OX07 equals OX10. Perfect. And then
There is one problem.
Sure.
This that in the case of compression files,
Yeah.
of compressed files, the size is the uncompressed size, not the compressed.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. So basically what you're saying is I have to so the uncompressed side, I see. So like it's an issue in terms of reading out the file length.
Yeah, could be.
Got it. So it looks like in this program at least they just read the length directly.
Yes.
Interesting. So that's a bug in this program, is what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if it's really a bug in the program, but it's rather a problem for finding out the size to read.
Got it. Okay. Well, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. I mean, like, worst case scenario, like, I think probably the way the program works is it just doesn't care, I guess, because LZ10 it doesn't really matter. Like there's an like end of file marker in LZ10 compression, so it might just read past the end of the uncompressed or the compressed file, and then just discard that when it decompresses the file. That might be what's happening. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. But that's really good to know.
After all, the data that it can read, it already knows how big the uncompressed data will be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's interesting that they don't put the compressed size in there though. That is interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, so we have compressed, and then our name rail offset, right? So, int name offset is bit converter dot 2 and 32. Yeah, that. Perfect. So okay, so now we have that all in there. No, I'm not going to use var. Okay. And then we can just do from there, we just start creating files. So we do files, add new, and we can do our string name. So for this, we're going to do encoding.ascii.getString. and we're gonna do bin data dot skip. And this one is gonna be name offset plus name offset. I guess I see why they named it name rel offset. Relative name offset. Dot take while b not equal to 0 0 dot to array. Okay. And then so that's our name, and then our data, we have our file offset and file length. So we're just going to try doing that directly. We're going to do byte, or we're going to do rather bin data, and we're going to go from file offset to file offset plus length, file length for now. And then the last thing is, of course, our compression flag, which is just compressed here. Okay, perfect. So we've added that to files. And oh man, how did he hate the BBQ files? Oh man. It's true, we do go to a BBQ in episode 3. That is a fact. Okay. So we have all of this stuff here. And then so now we should have all of the files in that. So that's our creation of the archive. We're good to go. And so to unpack it, all we have to do is then do yeah, that should be it. So then we just do EZP archive equal archive equals new file dot read all bytes IDX path file dot read all bytes this one is path dot combine path dot get directory name IDX path dot get file name without extension IDX path dot bin. Cool. So that's our archive, and then for each string file, or for each archive EZP file in arc.files. And then for this, we just do file dot, or we do, I guess the first thing we have to do is if not output, or if not directory dot, if not directory dot exists, output dir, directory dot create directory, output dir. Making websites is boring. I completely agree with that statement. And then we do file dot write all bytes, path dot combine, output dir, file dot name, file dot data. Perfect. Did it. And so then what we should be able to do is we should be able to go in here to the utility, edit config. We can delete this. We don't need that at all. And we can rename this as well. This should actually be called the CLI. And we just pass some arguments. So unpack I, we can set our working directory real quick to be, oh, not the thumbnails. We can set our working directory to be this directory that we're in right now. And actually, let's set it to be 1 up so that we have, or 2 up rather, so that we have access to what we want. So unpack I, and then we do unpack data, and then we'll do fscene.idx. And then we're going to unpack it to f to arc f scene. Okay. So then we can run this. There might be some errors. We'll see. If there's errors, we'll fix them. Right? That's what we do. Oh, immediately there's going to be an error because I didn't add this to the program. Okay. So this is command set command equals new. And we have to, new iDOLM master translation CLI. And then we do new unpack archive command. And then commands.run arcs. Cool. Okay, so now it will work. I mean, I'm gonna be real, guys. For those who talk about programming stuff. Oh, okay. My my Italian friend has told me that actually she liked my pronunciation so much she couldn't stop laughing. And the grazie ragazzi was perfect. Okay. Thank you. Grazie ragazzi. Okay. Excellent. That's good to hear. Okay, so did this run? I think it ran. Yay! Okay, arc. Here we go. All these files here unpacked. Right. Beautiful. So that's great. So let's take a look at some of these. We can look. Yeah, we got a lot of empty files for sure. But we got some here that are interesting, maybe. So let's take a look. Oh, I already had Imhex open. I didn't need to do that. Okay. Let's open one of these. So yeah, this is compressed, so I haven't done the decompression yet. So let's do the decompression next, because I want to make sure these get decompressed. So the next step is to, when you're, maybe we should just decompress them at this layer. I think we should decompress them at this layer. That makes sense to me. So we'll do it here.
I think most of the mess ones, the ones that contain text, will be
yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, we have the compression flag, right? So we can just do this. So we should decompress them like right away, I think. So compressed, we do what is the way you do this again? It's like lz10 dot oh wait, no, it's new lz10 dot decompress. Oh, come on. Give me order. Oh yeah, decompress data should be, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Decompress data or data. I think that works. That's probably fine. It probably works. Okay, cool. Let's try this.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what it is as well. Did it in Python?
Yeah.
That's what my version of the program is in, but it does it directly when it finds the compression flag.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, that should work. So let's double check. Let's run this. Okay, yeah, seems like it should have worked. And I can't tell. I don't remember if these files are bigger or smaller than they once were, but let's just see. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. It didn't work. No, it did. Just weird. Huh. Where's the 2e doing here still? It removed the... Yeah, this is not LZ10 compressed anymore, but there's 2e here still. That's odd to me. Maybe that's just part of the... Is that just part of the magic? There is that 2e? Okay, didn't know that. So it's like a comma BBQ file. Oh yeah, it definitely is, because this is 1.00. That's the version. Oh, okay, interesting. And then this is like a user or directory or something, it looks like almost. Interesting. Okay, whatever. So we have these BBQ files now. They're unpacked. They're decompressed.
Yeah.
Awesome. This one has some text in it. Here's the text at the very bottom. It says audition house, audition area, something like that. That makes sense. And that, yeah, there we go. Okay, we got a lot of stuff in here. Tanoshimone. Fun stuff. Cool. So we've got some stuff to work with here. Fun file that we can take a look at here. Okay. So we've got something that we can work with now. So next step here is we're going to start. Let's find a better one. Oh, yeah, this is labeled audition. This file has audition in the name, doesn't it? Neat. So let's find like a bigger one, maybe.
Let's see, audition, but audition, maybe it's not the message.
Yeah. Oh, we got event
The one that's
tests.
linked.
The event tests are all empty. Yeah, jump.bbq is empty. We knew that one. Let's see what this is. Yeah, okay, that's like just dialogue of some kind, but like 2 lines of it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, here, let's see. Let's open up the game and see if we can find something of interest. Right? That could be fun. We are all bound by our love of Haruhi, it's true. Okay, let's see. So we'll start story up. I think I probably don't want to use, like, make a new idol or something. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, there's no data. That's continue. Okay, I have to make a new idol. Never mind. I thought it was going to give me, like, a pre-made idol I could do. All right, who's our fave, folks? Oh, it's this one, obviously. Okay.
These are definitely separate by idol, because you can see that they're all called I and Ario and Rio.
That makes sense, yeah. So, okay. So this is Eddie. So definitely it's going to be in this Ellie section here, right? Eddie here, yeah. So Eddie, possibly, it's one of these two then, yeah? Let's see. It could be at least. We'll see. So here's the message one. Ah, yes. Here we go. So we got a lot of message text here. And this is a different one that has other text in it at the bottom, I think, right? We found out. Yes. Audition stuff. Okay. And then...
I had found their first file.
Well, she has more airy stuff here. There's C, D, B. Okay, so maybe it's the A one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's just figure it out. Well, it might not be at the beginning of this. So watashi... Oh, I can't search for watashi. Oh, watashi no... That's different. That's not it. Watashi no tekara is not this. Watashi no namae wa Eri is what we're looking for. That's very, like, Japanese 101 Japanese. I realize it's real Japanese. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like, that's what you learned when you're first starting. Watashi no namae wa Eri. Jonko. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I love this part of the text. Whoa! Is what that says. That's a lot of O's. Impressive. Okay. I mean, we can search for this. Let's try searching for this real quick. So let's just go into here. Oh. And we can do, I think I have bgrep on here somewhere. Maybe not in there though. Okay, let's see if I can find it real quick. 1 second while I look for bgrep, folks. I thought I had it. Oh, maybe I don't. Do I have it installed on WSL? Bgrep. I do. Cool. Awesome. Well, that was easy. Okay, so then we just go in here. We can do bgrep, and we're looking for shift hex to shift JIS. Cool. Decoder. Oh, that's not what I... Oh, yeah, no, I do want a decoder. Okay. So we want... What? Oh, wait, no, it must consist of... We don't want a decoder. We want an encoder. Okay. Watashi wa no namae wa... Yep, that's what we want. Okay. So convert. Here's our shift JIS we're looking for. All right. So we're going to bgrep for... we're looking for 82ED, 82BD, 82B5. Let's start with that. Oh, I typed it completely wrong apparently. Oh, bgrep. How do I use bgrep again? Okay. I think it's just 82E8, 82. Oh, sorry, 82. Oh, I see. I typed it wrong. 82ED, 82BD, 82B5, and then I do like dot slash or something like that. Oh shit. Okay, wait. bgrep R? bgrep help? Okay, there we go. How to use bgrep. I completely forgot how to use bgrep, guys. Sorry. Okay. So like recursive, yeah. Okay, so recursive. So bgrep R, and then I do 82ED. I'll start with 82ED. I'm sure we can find a WA somewhere in here. And then I just do dot slash probably. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're finding it everywhere now. Okay, so 82ED, 82BD, 82B5. Okay, yeah, that's too many. It's a lot of watashis. Okay. And so then we're going to do, the next thing is 82CC, 96BC, 914F. This will find Watashi no Maewa. Okay, perfect. We found a couple of files that have Watashi no Maewa. All of them are eri files. So this is main 03, end 01. This is main 01. This is probably the one we want. But this line appears in a couple different places. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up that one. So here is main 01. Eri, which one is this? It's A, right? Oh, G, Eri GOP, Grand Old Party. Okay. Eri G.
Right, yes.
Yes. Oh, GOP. I get it. Like OP, like opening. Main 01 mess.bbq. Oops. Okay.
I had found this one, I don't know how much time.
Yeah. It is. Oh.
How much time ago? Really should have wrote it down.
It's fine. Yeah, I mean, like, it happens. Like, I know when I first was starting a lot of this stuff too, like, it's like you find it and you're like, oh, I got it. You know, yeah, exactly. You know, yeah. Okay, yeah. Watashi no namae wa Eddie. Hell yeah. Interesting. So is this like some sort of... That's not a character. It would render otherwise, right? So is this like a compression flag that they use here? Because like, do you see how they have like just a single dash, but in the game they have like this much longer dash, like a duplicate dash? Is that like some sort of... Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's worth keeping in mind. Do they repeat that down here? Eri. So then the next line should be sunderu tokoro wa, and then it should be that same long dash. And then she says, oh, Millie, don't judge me. I can't read that. That's yoru. Maybe yoru. I don't know. Oh god.
Yeah, only.
Oh, I love Nichijou too. Nichijou is great. Okay.
住んでいるところは液晶の中。
Ekisho. Ekisho no naka. That's what it was. Totally knew that. Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is some sort of
Right.
like duplication byte. Or like duplication character. Interesting.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh no, sorry. I was it's all good. Don't worry about it. I was joking because I can't read well. I can't read kanji very well. And then dakara dare to hanasanai. I don't talk to anyone. Therefore, I don't talk to anyone.
だから誰とも話さ
Oh,
ない。
dare tomo hanasanai. Sorry. Okay. Cool. Interesting. So, yeah, I don't know. We can give this a shot. Room Master Ellie. Yeah, let's try.
Or if it's not,
Mm.
wasn't there a pause in that point? Like it waits a bit before saying Ellie.
Yeah, it's true. It does. Huh.
Maybe that's the pause byte.
It could be like, Well, let's see. So they're both 8769 in both cases. It could be pause, but it does duplicate this like dash too. I wonder maybe like, I'm not sure. It's really interesting. Here, let's see. I mean, like, apparently 8769 is not. Yeah, it's nothing in Shift AIS, so. Huh. Gomen. Sorry, my Japanese is bad. My speaking is a lot better than my reading, I will say. I'm not very good at reading at all, but I can get by in a conversation. Ooh, piquing your interest.
だから誰とも会わない。
Oh, she doesn't meet up with anyone either. She doesn't see anyone. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is also interesting. So dakara. Huh. Well, I think this is my hex editor fucking up a comma. Probably. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just fucking up a comma. This is supposed to be a comma. And it just messed it up. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. That's not a big deal. Okay, dare tomo awanai. Okay. Cool. So, this other tool that we were looking at before should theoretically have some things to work on these BBQ files, I'm assuming, in here. Yeah, so BBQ editor. Excellent. Script.cs. We've got pointers and such in here. Beautiful. Okay. So we figured out quite a lot about these, it looks like, yeah?
Okay. We haven't really checked the text part.
Yeah. That's true.
人と会うのも話すのも苦手。
She said she lives in an LCD. Jonko, give up hacking and just play the game for us, okay? Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a live narrated playthrough would be more Millie's thing than mine, unless we get it translated. Like I said, I can read a little bit, but I didn't know the word for LCD, so. Okay. Let's see. I'm just reading this code, sorry. I know that's not super interesting, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, so interesting. Okay. So let's see. How do we want to do this?
My test idea was changing the first L from the Japanese version of the letters to the English letters.
Sure, we can try
that way
that.
it would become obviously bigger, and that would test the character limit.
Wait. Do you mean like from full width to half width, or do you mean what do you mean by that?
Like here, they're the wide, let's say the wide Japanese letters.
Sure.
I changed them to the English variants.
Got it.
So
okay,
the
so the
byte
Latin, yeah, the 1 byte versions. Okay, so you just did like this basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I mean, we could try that. I don't know that it will. Okay, we can try that. I have not written a pack function yet, so let's write a pack function real quick.
Yeah, me neither, and that was the problem.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we can write a pack function real quick then. Let's just do that real fast. So pack archive command. All right. Command. Public pack archive command. Let's see. Pack archive command, and it will be from base pack packs and archive packs a directory into a bin idx archive. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh yes, the person named Dearly Stars loves this game. Saska would expect nothing less from someone named Dearly Stars.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Okay. So we got pack archive command, public pack archive, yada 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 yada. Okay, options. Here we go. New. And we're going to take in our input directory. So private string input dir private and then output idx. And we'll output the bin to the same location. So input, so we do like that, and we do this. I input equals input directory to pack. And we do I input dir equals I, and then we do, yeah, that one. No, not output directory to pack though. Output equals output idx file. Bin will be placed alongside it. There we go. Okay. Public override. Invoke. Options.parse arguments. Arguments. 0. Oh my god, it's John Dearly Stars? Wow. Yes, exactly. Let's see. Getting a lot of emails right now. Interesting. Okay. Let's do this. All right. So we've got our command here. So we're going to write a packing command. So this shouldn't be too bad because it's just the reverse of packing it, right? So here's how we're going to do this. So we take in our directory. We're going to enumerate the files. So string files equals directory dot get files input dir. Yep. And then for each file, one thing we should do is we should denote whether the file is compressed or not when we unpack it.
Yeah.
That would be important. So let's actually redo this unpacking here. I'm going to close out of some of these files. And we're going to redo this unpacking.
That was my idea too. I
yeah.
made a list. Put it in text file.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that makes really good sense. No, I don't want to do that. Do I have something open in that? Oh yeah, this. Oops. Okay, what is using this right now? This is a cool trick for those of you who use Windows. You can go in here and you can do unlock with file locksmith, and it tells you what's using it. Oh, WSL is using it still, even though I just closed out of WSL. Huh. Okay, well, kill that shit. There we go. All right, and now we should be able to delete this. Yay! Okay, we did it. All right. So when we unpack, we can check and see. We'll do file.compression flag, file, and then we'll do file.name.comp, or we'll do .lz 10 just to name the compression, and otherwise it's just file.name. Okay, so okay. So then when we pack the archive, we can just do for each string file and files. Yep. We can just do if file.ends with .lz10 and then we can do file.name or well, we can just do this. We'll start with string name equals file. Then we can do name equal, or wait, no, it's actually, sorry, it's path.get file name file. And then we can do name equals name 0 ... 5. Okay, wait, we don't need the 0 there. This is 1 2 3 4 5, so we do that. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, we do this. There we go. That will take us to the end of the name and just strip off those last 5 characters. Cool. And then and can I make that simpler? Is there a simpler way to do that? Remove assignment. Don't tell me what to do. Okay. And then the last thing to do is byte data. Yeah, we'll make it equals file read all bytes, and let's do that anyway. And then if it's compressed, or decompressed, then we are going to compress the data by doing data equals LZ new LZ. Oh wait, no, we shouldn't do a new LZ10 every time. We should spin up an LZ10 instance here. LZ10 equals new, and then we can do it equals LZ10 dot compress data. Cool. And this is giving me an error because cannot convert memory pool stream to bytes. Okay, well then convert it to an array, man. Okay, there we go. Not yet. I haven't seen any hints about that, about a character limit yet. Nothing super obvious, but we won't be able to know. We can't really start working on that part until we can start testing this by repacking the files and packing it all back up and running the game again. So that's the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write a repacker Yeah, 22 character limit and stuff. Yeah, I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. I feel like there's not going to be a limitation like that, is all I'm saying. I don't think that's true. It's possible that, like, and
Yeah,
even
me
if there
neither.
is,
I think
yeah.
it's.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No,
I
go
think
ahead.
it's a soft limitation.
A soft
Like,
limitation,
it's
yeah.
not 22 characters, but every line has its own limitation written somewhere in the file.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So there's like a file length. There's something that like reads in the array, basically in the file. You're saying like a length array thing. That's very possible.
That's
And
my
like,
idea. Yeah.
and honestly, like if I had to take a guess looking at it, I wouldn't be surprised if those other archives that aren't mess archives that have the same names except for mess had something to do with it. That would not surprise me. Don't know that
Possible,
for sure.
yes.
But totally possible that that's the case. The other thing is if there is like a hard limit, like we can still change that. Like that's also fine. That's still changeable. But I doubt that it is. So,
if there's a hard limit, it's somewhere in the code.
Probably. Yeah, it's in the code. Yeah, if it's a hard limit, it's in the code, which the code's changeable. So you know we can change it. All good. Okay, so file dot ends with LZ10. Compress it. And then all we have to do here, obviously you have to write something to get the bytes back out of the file. So we'll do that in a second. But the first thing we're going to do is actually construct it. So we'll do EZP archive. Oh, wait, I should have done this first. EZP archive arc equals new. And we're going to make it with, actually no, we'll do this, we'll make it just another constructor for it here. The other way of constructing it will be by giving it a list of files. So public EZP archive list EZP file files equals files, and I guess we should give it an ID too. Should make sure it has the ID. So int ID and then I think that's the only other thing it needs. Everything else is like we can generate from stuff. So I think that's it. Cool. Yeah, okay, we're recommending Idle Master out here. I guess that's on my list now. Okay, so file ID equals ID. Oh, it's a short though. Yeah. Okay. So in our pack command, we're gonna have to accept. We don't have to, but the way I'm gonna do it is just make it so it accepts a file ID. And we'll just specify that on the command line. And if parse. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Pack archive. Let's go. Okay. So let's pack this guy up, I guess. So now what we can do here is for each of these we can start our list of EZP files equals new, or not new, we can do that thing. And then we do EZP files dot add new name data. Oh wait, we should make a little compressed thing here so that we can use it later. Okay. Bool compressed equals that, and then compressed. Oops, compressed, and then pass compressed here. Okay. Perfecto. Excelente. Cool. Excellent. Actually, well, we're gonna, I actually don't like how I designed this. This is bad. No, this is fine. This is fine. This is actually fine. We did this great. We did a good job. Everything's good. Okay, so in this case, though, we're going to have a flag in here in this EZP file thing. We're going to have an optional one that is bool decompress on creation equals true. And so if compressed and then decompress on creation, then do this thing. Okay, apparently I don't need the parens for that. And instead of compressing here, we're not going to compress here. We're going to compress when we actually like create the thingy. But we are going to have to adjust the name, so we'll do that. And then we're going to do decompress on creation false. And that way we don't waste compute as we do this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do EZP archive arc equals new. And we're going to say pass in our file ID and our EZP files. And that's our archive. And then the last thing to do is to write a function in here that actually writes out the archive to disk. So let's do that now. So we're going to make a function here. We're just going to call it public byte get bytes. That's what I always like to call these functions. And we're going to go for it here. Okay, so let's see how we want to do this. So we've got, let's open up Impex again. So first thing is let's also like unpack this again. Now that I've rewritten the, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't return list bytes equals that return bytes. Okay. Okay. So, okay. We're gonna do, yeah, okay, this is great. We got little LZ10s on all of these now. Perfect. Cool. That's great. So that's really good. Yeah, awesome. And then let's open up this real quick again and take a look at what this archive looks like again in the hex editor. These two things here. Just so we can replicate this guy. All right, so, oh wait, it shouldn't be, I probably have to write two different get bytes functions, right? Get index bytes. Oh wait, no, I just have to do it this way. It's gonna be get byte IDX bytes, byte bin bytes, get bytes. And it's gonna be list byte IDX bytes like that, and list byte bin bytes like that. And then we get to do this at the bottom. Awesome. Okay. So let's do this, folks. Here we go. All right. IDX bytes dot add range encoding dot ASCII dot get bytes EZT magic. Perfect. EZT is the IDX file. Yep. Okay. Perfect. And then IDX bytes dot add 0 to pad it appropriately. Excellent. And then IDX bytes dot add range bit converter dot get bytes const int. Excellent. And then next up we have IDX bytes dot add range. And we have to do the file ID, I believe, is the next thing that came up, right? When we're parsing it. Yep, file ID and then header sizes. Okay. So then the next thing is the file ID. So we do bit converter.get bytes file ID. Cool. Excellent. And then we do IDX bytes dot add range bit converter dot get bytes short OX16. That's our header length. Oh, you've dug around the 3D files. Ooh, that's very cool, actually. Are the 3D files in a standard format, or are they like in a custom format you had to figure out? Bit converter dot get bytes. And then yeah, we'll just do files dot count. I think it's fine. Because it is an integer. Like, I know they say it's a short in the thing, but it's an integer. Okay. And then we don't know what this is or any of this stuff is, but we're going to put a 10 there just because that's what's there right now. Let me see some other files if that's the case in a lot of them. Yeah, it's a 10. It's a 10. Okay, yeah, so it's probably just always a 16. It's fine. Okay. So the next thing to do is we add IDX bytes dot add range bit converter dot get bytes OX10 unknown but consistently OX10, and then IDX bytes dot add range new byte OX08. That seems to be what it is. And then we start this guy. Okay. Cool. So that's our IDX. We prepped our IDX. The next step is to prep the bin. So we're gonna do bin bytes dot add range encoding dot ASCII dot get bytes easy p magic. Cool. And then IDX or bin bytes dot add 0 pad it. Bin bytes dot add range the constant. Yep. Okay, so we're not doing files dot count. Nice try, writer. Add range bit converter dot get bytes. And this is gonna be the file ID again. And then also 16, I think, right? Yeah, 16 as well. Okay. Yeah.
In the meantime, I've explored the BBQ files a bit more.
Sure.
And I think I found some relative sizes.
Oh, okay. Well, sick.
For each message.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, fantastic.
Can't be sure yet. We would have to check better, but it's a starting.
Yeah, no, that's a huge starting point. That's fantastic to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, and then new byte for will be replaced with name table offset eventually, and then bin bytes dot add range 16 is fine, I think. Okay. Padding. Okay. So, and is there like padding between all these files? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's like usually it pads to 10. Yeah, it pads to 16 bytes. It looks like, yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll work with that then. Let's do that. Okay. So, next step is to actually start constructing these guys. So for each string, or no, for each EZP file in files. Okay. And then this is where we should declare our LZ10. So LZ10 equals new. Cool. And then, okay. Oh, they're NSTBX. Yeah. So those are standard formats. That's still really cool though. That's very, very rad. Yeah, models, textures, animations, and stage files. Yeah, that all makes sense. That makes sense. That's really neat. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. So how do we want to do this? Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to add each little entry for this in the IDX, and the IDX doesn't have anything at the end, right? It's just the, yeah, okay, cool. So for each entry in the IDX, we want to do the following. We want to do IDX bytes.add range. And then we do, oh, we should start constructing our name table too. We start constructing our name table. So, okay, how do we want to do that? I have to think about this. 1 second.
Are they already in order?
Yeah, they're in order. They're sorted alphabetically. It doesn't matter if, I don't think it matters if they're in the same order as they are in the game. I think it's fine if we repack them in a different order. We'll see. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know. But I don't think it matters. If it matters, then what we have to do is just prepend them with their original index so that they stay sorted. That's all we have to do. But I don't think it matters. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think it matters because they have, like, the archive should tell it where each file is, and they look them up by name presumably, so it should be fine. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start by taking all the names, I guess. So, yeah. Okay. Well, actually, no, we don't have to do this that complicated. It's not that complicated. Okay, we got this. All right, here's how we're gonna do this. So, int, we'll have, yeah, we'll do int name offset equals 0, and then we'll do it this way. Okay. So file dot, okay, so we do idx bytes dot add range, and the first thing is the name offset, if I remember correctly. Yes, we do. Okay, so IDX offset. Oh no, first thing is the IDX offset, then the file offset, then the file length, then the compressed flag, and then the relative name offset. Okay. So we have the file offset first. Okay. I see. Okay, so we have the file offset first. So the first thing that we do is we plug in, we have to have current file offset as well. So int file offset equals bin bytes dot count. Actually, yeah, we don't even need that. We can just do bin bytes dot count. Okay, cool. So we can do bin bytes dot bit converter dot get byte set every time. So that's perfect, as long as we pad appropriately, which we will. And then the next step here is we have our number of, we already wrote num files in, right? Oh no, we didn't. We did. Oh no, we didn't. Oh, we have to do that still. Oh no, we don't. We're good. We wrote num files. We wrote files.count here. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay. So we got file offset, and then we have the file length. which we said is the length of the uncompressed file. So, is that gonna fuck things up? No, it won't, because we don't compress the data here. Okay, perfect. So,
yeah, actually, if you don't put the compressed flag here, you could just
we could just reinsert it that way. Yeah, for sure we could if we just don't compress it. But it's fun. Let's compress it. Why not? Yeah, that's actually easier, is if we just like reinsert it uncompressed every time, and it doesn't matter since like we're not dealing with cartridge limitations. But you know, hey, why not? Let's compress them. It's fun. It's fun. Little compression. Why not?
Yeah.
Never hurt anyone. Okay, so we do add range, and then we do our file length, which is get bytes short file.data.length. And oh, it's not a short though, right? It's something else. It's an int that has the compression flag on it. All right, okay. So it's just an int, and then so what actually we should do then is we'll just modify this last one. So idx bytes, that one, and then we'll say or equals file.compression flag ox10 00. Wrap that in a cast. So that should do the trick. And then the last thing is our relative name offset. Okay. Which is that right there. So this is idx bytes dot add range bit converter dot get bytes file name offset. Cool. And then what we do here, so now we have that. Excellent. And is there anything special with the name table in this guy? OX58CCOD. This is also the last thing in the file, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. There's nothing special about this name table. Okay, so these are just these are not even oh no, they are aligned slightly. Looks like no, they aren't. No, they are, right? Like that's on the that's on D. Huh. Okay, so they're not aligned. Okay. Cool. Well, that's easy enough to deal with then. Looks like they have 2 bytes of spacing on average, but these ones have 1. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what that's about then. Maybe they start, like it starts with padding. They're like 0 initialized rather than 0 terminated. Well, let me see. What's to start with up here? Okay. It starts on the dot. It looks like, right? Scene debug begin. Oh no, it does start. This is C right here. So it is 0 initialized rather than 0 terminated strings. Weird. Okay, cool. Well, that's fun. So actually this starts at 1 then. We wanted to start at 1. And fascinating. Okay, cool. That's actually really interesting.
Really weird.
Yeah, that's really strange. That's really, really strange. I don't see that often. Cool. Okay. Well, that's fine. And so then what we do here is we do name offset plus equals file.name.length plus 1, I guess, right? Because we got to add the next 0, 0 there. So that's this. So we start at 1 here, and then we would go through here, and then we would add another 1. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And then what we do is we do bin bytes, add range, file dot compression flag. Let's rename this to just dot compress so it matches everything else. That's what I'm looking for. Compressed, and we'll do lz10.compress bytes, or file.data rather, and then otherwise we do just file.data. Okay. Oh right, we have to do two array on this one. Okay, perfect. Oh my god. Did I get 1,000 subs? Is that what people are talking about in chat over here? Do I have 1,000 subs?
You did.
Oh my gosh.
You did. Congratulations.
Holy shit. That's huge. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Okay, well now I gotta release the next video. Oh my god. We're working on that one. It's coming along. It's coming along. I have like, it's quite long right now. It's like almost 40 minutes, I think, at the moment. So we're doing it. I'm so excited for that video when it comes out. It'll be fun. Thank you so much, folks. Oh my gosh. He didn't know, but he knows now. He knows now. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh, that's so exciting. That's very, very exciting. I'm actually delighted by that. But back to programming. Okay, so this is now, I have to do, bin bytes dot, so new byte bin bytes dot count mod 16, and it's actually 16 minus that, plus 16, I think. Yeah, that's right. So I can actually do 32 minus that, and that will be simpler. Time to reset the looking at chat timer. Maybe we can go for a new record. Oh, no, you can't. I just looked at it. I just looked now. Haha. Chat's going wild, so I'm really glad you guys are having fun, though. I'm like doing my thing. I don't have, actually, if you don't mind, and Davio, if you don't mind looking at chat and letting me know if there's something interesting happen, I would appreciate that. Will usually does that when Will streams with me, because I get distracted easily. But okay, let me see.
Well, given what you're doing, yeah.
Yeah. I do. It's true. Okay. So bin bytes, add range. Okay, so I think that's good. That's bin bytes. So yeah, I think that's perfect, actually. That's pretty much good. And then the last thing to do is to construct the file name table. So the next thing that we have here is, now that we have bin bytes set up, we know where the file name table is supposed to be. So it's kind of weird that it starts at a C, though, when everything else is padded out to 16, but probably doesn't matter. I probably don't care. It's probably fine. So let's just see here. So what we want to do is now go back and we do we want to bin bytes dot remove range, and it's at OXOC, I believe, right? Yeah, OXOC 4. And then bin bytes dot insert range OXOC, and then we're doing bit converter, not bin converter, sorry. Bit converter dot get bytes, bin bytes dot count +4. The +4 is because we just removed 4 bytes and we want to match it. So that will make it so that we do adds the adds the name table offset to the header. And then add IDX bytes dot add range. Wait, no, we don't need to touch the IDX bytes anymore. I think we're good on IDX bytes. But we do need to then do for each EZP file in files. We need to do. Oh no, there's actually a clever way to do this. There's actually a better way to do this, I think. And that's to do that we can do it when we loop through one time. And that's if we do this. We do list byte name table bytes equals that. And then if we do that, we can actually even start, we can initialize it with something maybe. Can we? Yeah, probably. We can do name table bytes dot count. And then instead of this, what we do here is we just do name table bytes dot add range encoding dot ASCII dot get bytes file dot name table bytes dot add 0. Okay, so that should work. And then all we have to do is down here do bin bytes dot add range name table bytes. That should work theoretically. So then I think we have a pack function here that should work. We're gonna have to test it. It will probably be wrong at the beginning, but that's okay. So now what we do is we say
happens.
Yeah, as often happens, exactly. We have our IDX bytes. Oh, actually, we don't even have to do this. We can just do. No, we do have to do this. Bytes, byte, bin bytes equals arc.get bytes. Okay. And then what we do is we do file.write all bytes, output IDX bytes, and then file.write all bytes, path.combine, path.get file, get directory name, output IDX, path.get file name without extension. This is like the horrible way of having to do this. I don't like it very much, but whatever. Output IDX dot bin. Yeah. Bin bytes. Cool. Yeah, it's fine. We'll do that. Okay, and actually, like, let me look at unpack again. Oh, whoops. Unpack again. I think I did that bin. Let's make sure that's capitalized. Yeah. Okay. Because these files are all capitalized, which doesn't matter on Windows, but it would matter on a Unix machine. So we should just make sure that's consistent. Also, let's make a Git repo out of this, right? Let's make this into a Git repo. So we can start committing stuff here. Git status. Oh, git init, I mean. Git add, git. Oh, whoops, no, we don't want to add everything. Git reset. Okay. So what we want to do here is get our git ignore from something else. So let's do explore dot. We don't need a global.json. Why did they make a global.json? What's even in this? Whatever. Okay, we'll leave the global.json there. That's fine. And then we can just go in here real quick, go into Choku translation utility, copy our git ignore, copy our license. We won't copy the readme for now. Put those in there. We can remove some of these things from it, but everything else should be good. Okay. Awesome.
Night, Amelia.
Oh, night, Millie. Sleep well. Okay. So yeah, we've got file.data, file.write all bytes, file.data. Okay. So I think this will do the trick. And so let's just like real quick make sure that we're saving this. Add, git commit. Yep, that all looks good. Initial commit. And then let's just do, okay, so yeah, let's try this out then. Let's try this command. We will rename this one to unpack. We'll name this one pack. And it will take place in the same working directory as before. But the difference is now we're going to be packing a file. So we'll be passing it arc. We'll pass it this one, arc/fscene, I think is what we want, yeah. So we're going to pass it, oh. Okay. So I believe what we want to pass it, oh my gosh, that's so loud. Okay. So we're going to pass it pack arc fscene is what it's called, yeah, fscene O, and we'll put it in arc again just so we can look at it, fscene.idx, and then bin. Okay, wait, let me see. And then file ID, that's what I was looking for. The file ID is 26, which is 3238. Okay, 38. Pack. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I see what the problem is. I didn't do this yet. New pack archive command. Perfect. Okay. Now we'll try it again. And it might take a little second, but that's okay. There we go. So it produced 2 files. I don't remember if that looks right. Looks approximately correct. 5, 7, 10, and 15, right? And I have 5, 7, 2, 1, and 15. So pretty close. Let's do a quick comparison to see, because we probably want it closer than that, right? So let's do a quick comparison of these 2 files and see what we're missing. So we can do, in here, we can do diffing, and we can do fscene.bin, fscene.bin. Okay, so obviously that's going to be different. Oh, I'm just adding more padding here than I should be. Okay. Interesting. Because otherwise this looks right? Like, oh, 10.5.0. Oh no, this is a different file. That's why. Okay, yeah. We did the files in a different order, we said. But I have more padding here than I should. Interesting. So how did I do the padding again? Let me see. Okay, so this is correct. Through here is correct, basically. But why do I have so much spacing there? Well, it might still work, honestly. It might, it's not impossible that this still works. Let's check the IDXs real quick and see how they look. Yeah, I mean, like, you can see I have, like, different offsets, but, like, the basic concept's the same. So this should be fine. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. You know, what's the worst that can go? You know, what's the worst that can happen? Hey, what doesn't work? That's fine. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's okay. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to produce a secondary folder. We're going to call this repack. And this is going to contain our replacement files. So we're going to do this in here. And we're going to replace these two files. Excellent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back in here to NitroPacker. And we're going to repack. And we're going to see if it loads.
Good.
You know, well, like I said, worst that can happen is it doesn't. Which it looks like it didn't. So, you know, well, let's see if we can figure out what the error is. What's the best way to do this? Probably just no cache it. Just about that. Yeah, that one. Undefined opcode.
Still, I would have expected. Oh, wait, yeah, maybe it's because it includes more files than just that.
Could be. There's a lot of possibilities. Okay, let me think about this though. Oh, wait. I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea of what's going on. I am doing spacing for every single file, even the ones that don't have any bytes in them. Even the ones with 0 bytes. I do spacing. So that's, I think, where that spacing is coming from. So that is incorrect. So let's change that. So basically, we have to add it to the name table. That's fine. But if file.length or file.data.length equals 0. Okay. Let's try this again. That should reduce the file size a little bit. It did. It reduced it by 4 kilobytes. So we're still over, I believe, but we're doing a bit better. And let's check the diff now. Yeah, let's reload. Reload, yep. Okay. So it still is at this 2020 stuff. Okay, at least this looks more correct now. This is like a little bit better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that actually. That's pretty good. Oh, interestingly, the names are mostly correct once you get past a certain point. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's fine. What we have here is okay. So let's try repacking this again and just see what happens. Like I said, I don't think it will work, but it's worth a shot, right? Okay. Actually, let me open this up in my custom LNDS that I have that has debugging. It's in a little older, but it's okay. It will give us like at least a ARM data abort thing here. Yeah, okay. And that's happening in a an overlay or something for sure, or it jumped to something that's not valid at least. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the next thought I have is this is, I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, I think maybe I should do... Should do this. And then...
Wait, one thing. In the bin
Yeah.
file,
Mm-hmm.
where does the first BBQ file start?
In the original?
repack bin file. No, in the repack.
Oh. It starts at 2.0.
Oh, okay.
Right? That seems correct, right? Wait,
Yes.
but... Oh, yeah, no. That seems right. That seems right.
The original started at...
At 1.0.
Okay, it started at 2.0.
It does start at 2.0, but the original has those entries at 1.0, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that could be related. I'm not totally sure. So here's the 2.0 where it starts. It gives this first bin, right? This first one that's actually real. And right before that, it's at 10.0 still. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick and just see if it works. And if it doesn't, then I will revert it. But also we're getting to the point where I need to log off for the day. But like we got like 20 minutes or so. So I'll keep thinking about this, of course, and I will probably stream this game again because people seem to like it. So that's always fun. I like it when people like things. It seems pretty popular. Okay. So let me think about this. And then I could just do, right, just data.length here. Let's just try that. I have no idea if this will work or not, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. Oops. Okay. Yeah, it's data boarding in a different spot though. Interestingly, when I changed that. So I did affect something, but I'm gonna redo it, undo that, because it doesn't match what you told me. So okay, so I'm still thinking maybe what we should do is like make it so that if the file length is 0, it always points to OX10. Like maybe like hex 10 or whatever, hex 10. Maybe that's something I could do to make it more close to the original. Let me try that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, right? Okay. Oh, whoops. This. Do that within here.
Especially since I see more files later on, still with I think this is size.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, length.
So that's probably
in
that's
the
probably
original
correct then.
IDX.
Yeah. Okay, so that's probably the way it works then. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that. We can see here, yes, reload. And if we look at our diffing now, and we look at our IDXs. Yeah, so we have the 10, And then this says 1 because we changed the name table. That's right. We changed the name table. That's fine, probably, although we might look into the name table, of course, as well if this continues to be a problem. And then 2.0, because we start with a file, like the second file is actually a real file in the folder, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we'll give that a shot. Let's see what happens. Like I said, you know, I can always take time on this too. I'm about to get on a plane in a couple days, so I can take some time to try to figure this out too and see if I can contribute to the knowledge
To
of the
answer
scene.
Mortenera in chat, we are trying to figure out how the called the recompression.
Yeah, how to
repacking
yeah,
file,
exactly.
Why
Yeah.
why it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. We know that like we're getting this data abort here when we're repacking these archives. And we're not totally sure why that is. Are the BBQ files just
Are the
referring to
BBQ
well, so the BBQ, I don't actually know what BBQ stands for other than barbecue. But the BBQ file is a script file, it seems. There's 2 different kinds from what I've seen. There are, we can go in here and we can see there are, actually, no, in here, I guess, is the better way to put it. Yeah. So we have these BBQ files that are like, some sort, they like have more data than these message ones, but the message ones contain the text basically. So these underscore mes ones are message ones, and then these are the associated ones that are alongside them. I don't totally know what the original ones do, but I would guess that they control a lot of the scripting of the scene, and then the message ones mainly just contain the text. That's my guess.
Yeah, that
But hard to
seems
say.
like the most likely thing.
Yeah, I
Likely
agree.
option.
I agree. I think it makes the most sense.
Like
Um,
price, all of that.
yeah, exactly. Okay, let me see something here in this first IDX. Is there ever oh, it ends with a reference to the fucking name table. Is that really like the whole thing? I didn't put the fucking name table reference at the end. That could be it. Could legit be it. Like it signs off with the name table reference. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like I'm not totally sure. It's also interesting that like it's slightly I do have quite the difference here towards the bottom of these IDXs. Like they're even different lengths. No, they're the same length. Okay, what's going on here? Because this is definitely this name table reference, right? In the that's the same value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting. And I have it as I have no reference to it specifically. It's like a blank file. Okay, so what is the interesting. So I think maybe
What's the last file reference?
well I think that actually what it is it's very possible that this is the first entry in the name table, I think.
Yeah, because I'm seeing the original one, and it has a reference to the name table.
Yeah.
And then 12.0.
And it also says like the very beginning of that offset or whatever is scene debug begin. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And that's an empty file, so it would have the 00 length.
Yeah.
Uncompressed.
I think it's not even a real file. I don't even think it's a real file.
Could be.
Yeah. Because do we even unpack that? Let me see. Oops, not Melon DJ, not Melon DS.
Should unpack that as the last.
Yeah, we do. Okay, we unpack it as the last one. That's true. Okay. Huh. Well, what happens with this thing then? Because wouldn't this throw us off? Right? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is like not a relative offset anymore.
Yeah.
So that's weird that it's... But it's... Huh. Okay, well, so it's like... Okay, so if there's 4 F4 file entries, right? So let's do some math. So if we get... Oh... Maybe? Could that be it? Oh, I think I might have figured it out. 1 second. 4F4 divided by C, right? So that's 6, 9, which times... Oh, wait, no, sorry, not divided by. So 4F4 times C is 3B70. So 3B70 takes us to here. And if we add, you know, the end of the header is 1.6, right? So if we add 1.6 to that 3B70, no, that doesn't quite work, right? Like that takes us to what, here? And so that's where they put those last 6 bytes in. Well, that maybe that does kind of work. Trying to think. Okay, well, no, I think maybe this... Okay, I think maybe I might have it, actually. I think I might have gotten it. Yeah, I think I got it. I think this first entry is not fake. I think it's a real entry. Yeah, I think that's the right thing. Okay, I'm gonna try reinterpreting this real quick. But I think I have like an idea of what's going wrong here at least. So let's delete this archive here real quick. And so I think what I'm gonna do here is, I don't know this. I'm just trying something out. We're gonna see. But rather than have this, where is the header? So this will still be 1.6. That's fine. We can leave that there. But what am I looking for? Yeah, header size. So rather than doing this, I'm gonna say, I don't think this is like a relevant thing, actually. I'm gonna delete these. So I don't think that it's really relevant. Yeah, see, we use the EZT header size, but I don't think that's real. I think what it is it should just be OX10 plus I plus OXOC. And then the last thing should be, okay, yeah. So I think that's right. And so then down here, instead of adding this padding, which we don't need, we just start right away. And then we continue to do the same stuff, but then at the very end, we add, when we do this insertion here, we do the same thing here. We do idx bytes dot add range bin bytes dot count. Bit converter get bytes bin bytes dot count, and then idx bytes dot add range 8. Okay, I think that's correct. I think this is more correct. Let's find out. So Let's start by unpacking it again. And see if I break on unpack, which I shouldn't. I think I did it right. Yeah. So if we revisit here, yeah, this all looks good still. This is all the same. And yep, there it is still. Okay. And then if we pack it, it maybe should be closer in the hex editor. Yeah. Yeah, so we end now the same way. Okay, that's great. Here, let's rediff these so that it looks at this again better. Okay. Yeah, so now we end in the same way. Okay. I feel more confident about this. I still don't know if it's correct, but I feel more confident about it for some reason. So let's see how this comes out looking.
Gotta go step by step.
Yeah, it's just a matter of checking and seeing what's going on. So let's stop this. Repack.
We're still trying to repack the files.
Yes, we are repacking the archives. We're seeing what happens as we do that. And we're going to wrap up in about 4 minutes probably, but let's see. So that seems like it's still crashing, but I think we're maybe making progress. Yeah. Okay, it's still crashing. The thing I want to do now is I want to open this up in Ghidra and like see what's happening at this instruction here. Because that's my next curiosity. So let's make a new project, non-shared. Call it idle master dearly DS. Oh, dearly stars DS. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's clever. Import file. Up. Idle master. This one. Arm 9. Yes. Yes. Okay. Load it up. Analyze. Sure. Yes, yes, yes. Analyze. Okay. So while it's analyzing, so what we're doing here is this is Ghidra, this is a decompiler. So we're looking at trying to figure out, maybe like get a hint as to what's going on by figuring out what this specific instruction that we're experiencing a data abort at is, which data abort means just like invalid instruction, same kind of thing. That's what MelonDS calls them. So if I can figure out what's happening here or what's calling into that or something, that might be helpful to see what's going on here. I don't know that I'll be able to, but I'm going to probably wrap up the stream pretty soon, though. So anyway, thank you all for coming. It's been really fun. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do another Idolmasters stream, I've decided, because this game is actually quite interesting. From a technical perspective, at least. I haven't played it, so yeah. But I'm enjoying working on it. So I'm going to do another Idolmasters stream for sure. No guarantees that I don't like go and solve some of these problems in the time in between then and now. I might do it. Let's see. What would be the best time to do this? I leave on Wednesday. I'm going to flying on a plane on Wednesday. So probably not then. I might consider doing it in the morning tomorrow. I might do that. I'll see what my schedule looks like and try to figure it out. Hopefully, I think it would be rad if you guys make more progress on the translation. That seems extremely cool. I don't see. Okay, let's see. So is this like an overlay code maybe? This starts at 211. This one is also 211, 610. I guess I can search for it as program text maybe. Just see if we can find this. It's also possible that it's like something's going wrong with, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm going to look at this some more and see if I can figure it out. What time zone? PST. Tomorrow morning PST. Pacific time. United States of America. Los Angeles time. No. No finds. Yeah, we'll see. I will post obviously in both the Discord and on YouTube. I'll make a stream for it and everything. But yeah, I gotta run. It's 4 p.m. now. So anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good working on this though, guys.
It's 1 a.m. for me.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Yeah, go to bed. No kidding. I gotta end the stream just so the Italians will sleep. That's the real reason I'm ending the stream.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it was really good. I enjoyed doing it. Thank you so much for coming in and being on the being chatting with me and Davio. I really appreciated it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. It was great. So yeah, I'll go back in. Like I said, I'll see if I can figure out some more stuff. And this has been a great time. I've been having really a lot of fun. So I'm gonna figure out some more stuff and see what we can get going. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wrote down my findings, the ones that
Perfect.
I told you about. So in case you need them.
Oh, awesome. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
I won't have to go look for them again.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. I will see you all later. Goodbye.
Okay.